So in this video, I want to talk about summer vacation here in Japan as a mom with 3 kids, and also the work that I get to do here. So first of all, summer vacation has, I don't want to say finally, but finally kind of finished. And the kids have gone back to school this Monday. So here in Japan, it is not a long weekend. There's no Labor Day like in the US. So anyway, the kids are back to school, and I feel both relieved, but also, you know, it's been fun having the kids around. So, yeah, but one of the things that is always a challenge for me as a mom with 3 kids is that each of the kids have summer vacation homework. And a lot of people might say like, oh, that's ridiculous, that's silly, that's a lot of stress, and I kind of agree. But then I also feel like, well, in Japan, the school year, it starts in April and it goes until March. So that's like a huge difference compared to other countries, because the kids, they go back to the same class and they're in the same school year. So it kind of makes sense that there is homework, although I don't particularly like being the one in charge of having everyone get their homework done, because typically they get like a workbook for in elementary school. They get a workbook with all the different subjects in one book, and then they also like some schools require and some schools don't, and even it depends on the teacher and the grade. But like my daughter, in one of my daughters had to do it, and then one of my daughters was like, no, I don't have to do it. So they had art projects and other kinds of projects that they did, that I was kind of in charge of getting them to do them. So actually, like, this isn't just a I get stressed out kind of thing, but Japanese parents also get stressed out, and a lot of schools are reducing the amount of homework, and also they are getting rid of it completely in some cases, which I kind of think is a great idea. And then my kiddo in junior high school has a test like this Thursday. So it's like they go back to school on Monday, and then there's a big test for all the 5 main subjects on Thursday. So yeah, it's been a lot of trying to balance like having fun, because I'm all about having fun. I mean, who isn't? But also balancing that with like, okay, we can't completely have a brain drain, as they call it, because you have to go back to school, and there isn't this like readjusting time like there typically is in the US, where, you know, school starts in September, and the first week or so is like, okay, like having the placements and assessments and kind of easing their way back into it. It's like school starts and they're like, boom, like in the deep end of the pool, getting everything turned in, and then their test. So yeah, and I can make another video about what I've been doing to keep the kids on top of their studies during the summer, because that was a huge thing that I had to start doing this summer, because it's really hard to keep the kids on top of their schoolwork. And yeah, it's just, if I found that if I just let them do it on their own, then they will be behind. And they're working on 2 languages at the same time. So they really need that extra support by me. So that's what I'm doing. And then, yeah, so with that, as the school year has started again, I have been I'm a paid volunteer to teach and help immigrant students with Japanese. So I'm teaching Japanese to students that are, kind of, they need a little extra help. And some of them, I mean, are kids that have been born and raised in Japan. They went to, primary kindergarten and daycare and all that. But because their home language is another language, or they're working on 2 language, or they have that international aspect and background, they just need a little extra help. And like one of the students that I work with, I mean, they're all amazing. I mean, what person isn't amazing in their own way? And all these kids are super cool and super special. But anyway, so one of my students moved here in 5th grade, and then started Japanese school right away, and that was last October. And so the International Association in the town where I live, I've had a long-standing kind of relationship with them, and we've been working together, and it's been great. They've been a huge resource for me and my family and other people in where I live. So anyway, they know that I'm a qualified teacher. I have a master's in teaching. I've passed the JLPT N1. So they know that I'm qualified, and they know that I'm a teacher and all that. So yeah, so they reached out to me and said, would you be interested in doing this? There's more of a need now for that. So that's something that I've been doing, and this will be a year now. So I wasn't sure how it would go at the beginning because I'm not Japanese. But yeah, my students don't seem to care. And even if they do, it's kind of like, well, you're not Japanese, and you can speak Japanese, and you can read Japanese, and I teach them in a fun, interactive way. And so it's very cool. I go into different schools. I mean, different elementary schools. I prefer elementary school just because that's the age that I click the most with, and I enjoy. And the junior high school Japanese is, I would feel like I need to prepare a lot more, and I don't have the time to do that. But anyway, for the elementary school, which is the age group that I most enjoy anyway, I teach several kids from several different countries, and yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, and I like being in the school, because then I know what the school system is like and what my kids are going through, and I can build a relationship with the different teachers, because a lot of the teachers in Japan here, they rotate. So, oh, it's raining. I just went to the gym. That's why I look hot and sweaty. But anyway, so a lot of the teachers that are public school teachers, they rotate schools. They rotate schools every few years, or yeah. So a lot of the teachers that are teaching now, they remember me from like 10 years ago when I was teaching English as an ALT. They're like, oh, hey, I was with you. I taught with you and you look familiar. And yeah, so it's very fun. And so it's nice to be able to build a relationship with the teachers and kind of, just get to know them, and then they get to know me, and all the good stuff that happens there with, exchanging information. And I get to ask questions like, oh, what does this school do, and what does this school do? And every school has a different school atmosphere and a school culture. And yeah, so anyway, that's what I do here. I have been asked, like, don't you want to teach English? Don't you want to be an ALT, or don't you want to teach English, at an international school or a university? And it's like, yes, no to the ALT. I do not want to go back and be an ALT, unless I actually was able to teach. But in my experience, I had a lot of freedom when I was an ALT, which was like 13 years ago. I had a lot of freedom and leeway, and more so than a lot of people seem to. So my experience wasn't completely negative. I would have done it for longer, but I was pregnant with my second, and I wanted to focus on just something else, because going to school in the morning is a lot when you have to be there at 7:30 or 8. So anyway, I didn't want to do that. Would I want to teach in a university? I already have, and that was a good experience. Would I want to teach in an international school or as the lead teacher? I don't know. Yes, I would like to, but right now, I don't think that that's something that I want to do right now, just because of the freedom and family life and things like that. So anyway, there are other options than being an ALT or like an AKIWA. I own my own business now, and I really like the freedom and flexibility that it allows me to, earn a decent salary, but then also be able to carve out time to go to take my kids to America in the summer, or to come to the gym in the middle of the day, or just family time. It's been very nice for me, but every stage of life has different priorities. So anyway, I was at school this morning, and then I came to the gym, and I wanted to make a video before my kiddo comes home from school. So anyway, so life in Japan, and working, and volunteering, and summer vacation with homework. All right, well, take care. Have a great day. Bye.